Hello everybody, and welcome to Gaming with Mr. Poopy. Today we're going to be doing a benchmark on Cyberpunk 2077. We're going to be testing out the new path tracing mode. This thing is very intensive, and I'm going to be doing this test on my new HyperX Armada 25 monitor. It's a 1080p monitor with a 240 hertz refresh rate. I know a lot of people are going to say 38 Ti is overkill for 1080p. It is not. Let me tell you, once you see these frame rates, you will notice really quick that this is not overkill. Alright, but what we're going to do is we're going to start off just so we can get things, have a baseline of how things are running. So we've got it at 1080p. VSync is off. Let's see here. We're on the graphics. So we've got everything on. Motion blur's off. Everything's set to ultra, psycho. So we're going to turn ray tracing off right now. So we're going to run everything at ultra, the top settings, without any ray tracing. So just kind of a baseline here. We've got NVIDIA DLAA for anti-aliasing. That is on. Alright, so just to kind of show you how things run on a high refresh rate monitor at 1080p with a 3080 Ti. This is Cyberpunk maxed out completely, minus any ray tracing. So still looks amazing. Let me tell you, the game still looks awesome even without the ray tracing. So we're going to be using the in-game benchmark. And as you can see, we're still only getting in the 90s. I mean, those are great frame rates, fantastic, but nowhere near 240 hertz. And this is at ultra settings, native 1080p. We're not using any DLSS. This is native 1080p. And the game looks stupendous. Looks wonderful. And as we get outside, you can see the reflection in the puddle is a little sloppy looking without the without the ray tracing, but it still looks nice. Yeah, no, the game looks great. Running at 1080p. Everything is still nice and sharp. It's only a 25-inch monitor, so honestly, the picture looks great to me. The difference between 1440p and 1080p, is it a little less sharp? Maybe, but I like my high frame rates and smooth, responsive controls. So there we go. So there you have it. There we our average was 97 there. Not bad, not bad. So that's maxed out. All right, so settings. Now we're going to start playing with some fire. So let's do ray tracing. We're going to save this for last. Apply. We've got all the ray tracing on. It's set to psycho, just no path tracing. Alright. So we're going to run that benchmark. Again, this is native 1080p. We are not doing any DLSS. So run it. So this is native 1080p with ray tracing on a 3080 Ti. This should be interesting. I'm guessing somewhere in the 40s is my guess for frame rate. Although it's already dipped into the 50s. Okay. Alright, so 50s. Upper 50s. So we're almost hitting that 60 FPS mark. Alright. Yeah, it's dropping a little bit. And do I notice a difference with the ray tracing on? Maybe a little bit. I don't know. Ray tracing, I mean, it's nice. I think it depends on the game and how they use it. Now, obviously, you'll notice it definitely in the puddle. You can definitely see the reflection in the puddle. Much better. But, I mean, all the reflective surfaces, you're going to see the reflections. I don't play it with ray tracing on, not gonna lie. I don't use it. It's cool, but I like my high frame rates. Alright, so we're back in the 50s again here. We're hitting 60s. So we probably averaged in the high 50s is my guess. Yep, 57. Alright. So we averaged 57. Our minimum dropped down to 45. Alright. So it's not horrible. Could you play at that? Yeah, I mean, you could. I'm not saying it's a horrible experience, but I like a higher frame rate. Alright. Now, path tracing on. My engine won't start. Hopefully the computer does not catch on fire. But we will see. I have a feeling this is going to be very rough. I mean, if we averaged 50s with just ray tracing, I'm going to guess it's going to be somewhere in the 20s. That's what I'm guessing. Somewhere in the low 20s. We'll see if I'm right. And again, no DLSS. So this is native 1080p with DLAA. All right. If you hear me yell, my computer has caught fire. Well, let's see. Oh boy. I think I might have been way off. Oh boy, we are chugging. Yeah, okay. So, 1080p resolution, a 3080 Ti. And okay, well now it jumped up into the higher 20s. Okay, that's weird. Started off pretty rough there. Maybe just needed a second? I don't know. That was weird. We're in the 30s now. Okay. I mean, it looks nice. Even with the path tracing on, though, I can't really say I notice a huge difference in, like, visual eye candy. I don't know. I definitely notice the stuttery frame rate, that's for sure. Yeah. Path tracing. A few years from now, though, it'll probably be viable on other graphics cards. I mean, the 4090 can kind of handle it with DLSS enabled, but anyway, yeah, so we averaged 29. Our minimum was 13. I don't know if that was a weird little starting spot or actually, I don't know. But, alright, so let's get back into settings here. So let's try path tracing with some DLSS. Although it's going to be a little weird with 1080p because now we're going to be dropping lower. So well, we'll start it on quality. Or should we put, well, yeah, let's start on quality. Because on performance, I have a feeling the visuals are going to take quite a hit because we're only at 1080p. It's not like we're at 1440 or 4K. Which basically, if you're at 1440p and you use DLSS, I think it is technically dropping it down to 1080p. I could be wrong, but you're getting around that, so. Let's see here. So quality DLSS. Oh, look at that. Wow. That's quite a jump. Now we're in the 50s. I'm impressed. So quality DLSS at 1080p with path tracing on, and we are in the 50s. I'm actually kind of shocked by that. And now we're in the 60s. Well, we hit 60. I wouldn't say consistently, but we're near the 60s. Okay, all right. 3080 Ti, showing us who's boss here. And we're, yeah, okay. Well, I've got G-Sync, so it definitely keeps things looking smooth, even though we're under 60 frames. Nice. I can tell it's a little, there's a little more aliasing, especially on the trees. Just a little more blurry. Okay. Minimum was 46, averaged 57. That's, I mean, technically you could you could play at that. I don't see why you couldn't play at that. If you don't mind having that frame rate, I mean, you could definitely play at that. Okay, and that's with path tracing. Look at that. Doable. Without DLSS, no. Let's put it on performance mode just to see how horrible the picture looks in performance and what kind of performance we can get with path tracing. I mean, everything is maxed out to its maximist of max of settings. So let's find out with performance DLSS. Guessing it'll probably be in the 60s, consistently in the 60s and some 70s. Be my guess. Oh, wait. Oh, okay, even high. Wow. All right. We're already in the upper 70s. No, drop back down to 60. Things are definitely a little more shimmery with performance mode. I don't know if I would play at this, but the frame rates are definitely higher. It looks like if you want to consistently be over 60 frames per second, you'd have to put it on performance mode. If you're using path tracing. If you're not using path tracing, you don't need to do that. Now we're in the 90s. Okay. So performance mode. Yeah, yeah, I can definitely see the shimmering and the stair stepping on a lot of these straight lines on the walls and the fencing, and yeah, I think this degrades the image a little too much at 1080p. If you were playing it at like 4K or 1440p, I mean, obviously performance mode would be fine because you're at a higher resolution. But if you're starting at 1080p and then going into performance mode, I mean, we're probably rendering at, I don't know, if we're rendering at like under 720p with performance mode. It's very possible. But we averaged 80. Minimum was 63. So yeah, we could definitely stay over 60 with that setting. But there you go. That is the path tracing. No, not my thing. Turn it off. Keep everything at ultra and high. And then just put on some, turn that off, turn on the DLAA. I think everything looks beautiful at that. Runs smooth. I mean, I'm at native 1080p. It's a nice sharp picture. Got all the ultra settings and eye candy going there. That's how I like to play. But before we go, because you know we are on a 240 hertz monitor, let us, let's see, where's all right, we'll just do it ourselves. Let's put everything on the lowest and see if we can hit 240 hertz. Yeah, that's off. Alright. That's all off. Everything's low. We'll leave DLAA on. We want some form of anti-aliasing. Alright, so we're on the lowest. Let's give it a whirl and see if I can actually make use of 240 hertz on Cyberpunk at 1080p. I have a feeling I don't think it's going to hit 240. No. I mean, we're in the 140s. That's good. The quality of the graphics quality actually still looks alright. I mean, there's definitely some shadows and such missing and some other little eye candy. But it still looks good. I mean, I wouldn't say it's awful. I mean, this game on low still looks better than a lot of other games, even on their high settings. So, the puddle is definitely a little muddy looking, but that's alright. 180, 177. Okay. I mean, the GPU right now isn't really getting full use. It's only at 66%. So yeah, it's kind of like, what's going on here? I have a feeling the CPU is holding some things back here. right? Our minimum was 98. Our average was 162. So we were, what the hell? While we're here, let's put this on quality. I would definitely not play on low with performance. That's just too bleh. Apply. But I have a feeling, my guess is we're not going to see too much of a difference. Maybe? I don't know. But I have a feeling we're going to start getting bottlenecked by the i7 here. If I had the i9, 900K, maybe, I don't know, maybe it'd be a little higher, maybe. Yeah, nope, no difference in frame rate. We're still pretty much sitting at the same we were. Yep. The GPU is getting used even less, and our frame rate has not changed. So yeah, the CPU is definitely holding things back here. But hey, we were here, we wanted to see what happened. Well, hope you liked the video. If so, give it a like. And if you're enjoying my content, please subscribe and have yourselves a wonderful day. Bye-bye.